How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to some more Honkai Star Rail. I kind of hate it. Okay, so doesn't really matter, but I was like grinding off camera and doing all the side missions and stuff. So that's not the main mission. Twice, one I didn't record an important part, and two I did like a full 2 hours of video, and as I was doing it, my computer shut down and pretty much lost everything. So that's fun. But I was pulling these and I got another character. Well, I got two. I got this one and these two, basically. Yeah. But I'm almost at where I needed to be. I'm pretty sure if I just do these and I should be there. So I'm gonna go talk to.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Don't talk to the dog, the puppy.
If only I got paid more.
Me too.
That's Professor Capote? Are you sure Arlen was here, Peppy?
Oh.
Weird. Why would he visit this Casanova? Visit
Casanova?
all his fans. Need I say more? Behold, the winner of the most awesome researcher contest. It's better if I don't show my face.
You're
See if
literally
you can
right
get some
behind
intel
them.
out of him.
No, he's standing in front of him.
I must confess that I too was terrified, petrified even. But there remained a light in my heart, a light that led me onward. That light was the happy smiles on all your faces.
Master Capote thinks about me.
Oh, it's you! Long time no see. Are you okay? You look troubled. That's quite a wrinkled brow. Come, join the others and listen to me recount the tale of the Legion's invasion. I'm sure your memory of the events will dispel your worries.
Not really. You listen to for a long time. Listen to him for a long time, forgetting what you was gonna ask him.
The Antimatter Legion barely missed me, and that's when I saw your faces. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Long live Master Capote!
Oh? Still troubled? You must be ill. You look pale and your pupils are gray. That's fine. I, Capote, never waver in my support. I shall double my efforts to heal your heart. The Antimatter Legion barely missed me. And aha! I see you know. Such is the power of my rhetoric. It creates an energy that uplifts the soul. Arlen? Yes. I know him. After all, my calling is to light up the heart of every person on the space station.
Really?
As to his current location, forgive me, but I cannot tell.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden drama here.
Everyone knows the most important word in my life is principle. Huh? Without principle, what difference would there be between a person and a mechanical arm?
Wait a minute. Last time he said the most important word in his life was illumination.
We need to update Master Capote's Life Wiki. This will be version 12.0 of his life keywords.
Anyway, I do not lie. I can tell you that I did indeed meet Arlen recently, and I know where he went. Regrettably, I already swore on my life that I, Capote, would never tell anyone Captain Arlen's secret.
Which is...
You don't understand what I'm trying to say at all.
Nope.
Crises, disasters. These are just mirages of the material plane. A person's character and the vows of humankind are most precious. They must be protected at all costs.
Is this actually necessary for mine?
All you see are the minuscule risks of the immediate situation. But did you ever consider that if I, Capote, abandoned my principles, then the hopes and dreams of hundreds of fair ladies would be dashed? I am their lighthouse, and I will never allow myself to be tainted.
Oh, Master Capote is so considerate.
Wow, the cringe is strong.
Yeah.
I need to remember what I came here for.
Seems like you already know what kind of person I am. I'm telling you, quit while you can. Don't waste your time and effort here. You can see that I, too, am quite busy. Seems like you already know what kind of person I am. Captain Arlen had a similar expression to yours when he found me. He was anxious and desired an answer. But answers are not easy to give. Besides, he wanted to master a trial of the heart that would thoroughly change him, and that would be even more difficult. Can't even imagine the difficulty of the trial. I was tired merely from the act of imitating that way of talking with him. Thankfully, he... Aha! No more. No more.
His words match Arlen's work plan records. Seems like he does have key information.
I didn't say that. Did you mishear it? What I said was, life is a trial, and you need to be true to yourself. So, I know nothing about anything you said about Captain Arlen. I need to head to a meeting now. Can we talk later?
I can't let him get away like this. If he doesn't want to tell me, then...
Beat it out of him.
You dare to utter such a threat? Listen here. Leaving aside the fact that you don't have the right to dismiss me, I wouldn't yield even if lead researcher Asta... No! If Madame Herta herself commanded me. Why not threaten to kill me while you're at it? I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I will not yield.
Master Capote is so courageous. We're so lucky to be his fans.
He said the exact same thing when he promised Captain Arlen.
Yes, the part about not yielding. It makes me tear up.
I'm gonna print out the transcript of the conversation as soon as I get back today. The fan club needs to recite and memorize it.
Oh God.
Transcript? They've recorded Arlen's conversation with Capote? I didn't think a clue like that would suddenly pop up. This is the one who mentioned the transcript just now.
Hey, you've been talking Master Capote's ear off this whole time. Do you want to join the fan club?
Ah, I bet you do. You wouldn't have known about Captain Arlen's meeting with Master Capote unless you had an interest.
You even memorized the internal testing content for version 12.0 of Master Capote's Life Wiki!
You must be one of those super fans that stayed under the radar. We've been careless.
Oh God, no.
We're on the same side after all! Here, this is our latest welcome bundle for new members of the fan club. And I'll toss in an updated version of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
Ah, he looks really cool in the new limited edition snapshots.
Thanks, I guess. A bunch of weirdos. Yep.
What happened to you, Arlen? Why did you have to get that sleazy Capote to help you with a trial? I heard he's good at rallying people to his cause. Ugh, never mind. Let's stay on track and find some clues. This handwriting looks familiar. Is it Arlen's? Against the scorching sun, a beautiful flower will never endure. Within my fair embrace, my love for you is tender and pure. Yuck, so slimy. It does sound like Capote.
Gag me with a spoon.
Looks like a candid shot, but surely he knew it was being taken. It's autographed. There's a figure that's not quite in the shot. Oh, is that Arlen? So Arlen did go to see Professor Capote. This is the evidence. Ugh, even the space station handbook doesn't get updated this frequently. Huh. Is this an audio transcript?
No.
So, trial of the heart means knowing how to deal with an overbearing boss. So that's how Arlen sees me. I need to talk to him. Let's hurry up and find him. Peppy, it's your turn again.
Where? Wait, where is the dog? How would I know the... I was say there's little wings on the dog.
That's Dan Hung and the security department staff. There are still remnants of the Antimatter Legion in the space station. Let's go help them. That's it.
Okay.
Turn it up.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Nap time.
Okay. Well,
Rules are made to be broken.
Let's rock.
Reach the end of the story in your own.
What are you doing here?
uh,
Then be careful. there's still Legion remnants in the area. Arlan isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort, and stay focused.
Yes, Brother Don Hung.
Yes, he's with March. But I suggest you don't bother him. He's given himself a personal trial.
Brother Arlen's special trial? He's a man among men, a lion among tigers.
Oh God.
He's already reached great heights, but still he wants to improve.
That trial. I bet it's even more intense than physical training. And Brother Arlen already challenges himself to the limit in that department. He runs 21,358 meters around the space station every day. An eagle among wolves. Always so hard on himself.
I think it must have something to do with the mind. He probably found a waterfall and asked Ms. March to lower the temperature to freezing point.
No way. Brother Arlen's trial wouldn't be as simple as just standing under a waterfall. I think he wants to learn fighting skills from Miss March.
They're not correct, but not wrong either. Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from his boss. So I sent him to March. If he can manage her, then he has nothing to fear.
That might be a metaphor too far.
Brother Arlen runs like a horse and fights like a bear. I think that's a great metaphor.
Arlan and I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, and I've taken up his patrol. That's all. He gave me a pass for access across the space station while on patrol.
I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark? It must be from where Brother Arlen smashed it down.
Move aside. What kind of clue is that? This floor tile I found is way better. Look at the footprint. It's the right size, not to mention the angle of motion. This is proof of Brother Arlen in combat.
I don't have.
If you want to find Arlan, just contact March.
Job pressure? How to manage your boss? Arlen, I'm sorry. I never knew I was giving you so much pressure.
Calm down. Let's look at the clues first.
I need to feel the pressure he's feeling so I can understand what it's all about. Yeah, we need to find Arlen quickly. I need to apologize to him in person. Peppy, let's get going.
He's. Okay, where? Aren't they like right here though? I have no idea.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. Is he really using scent to track?
Yeah, that's no ordinary dog. March.
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too.
Oh, I'm here too. Nice of you to acknowledge.
Hey, he's a new face and you're not. Huh, this little guy looks familiar. Are you Arlen's Peppy? Oh, I'm sorry. Your master isn't here. He's gone off to investigate.
he kept harping on about Don Hung being a true warrior or something. Oh, he did say that completing an assignment with me would help him complete the final trial. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me. We were investigating suspicious crystals together, but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself.
What?
I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion. I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of trial he was doing. But when he heard that, he said Mr. Donhung was right. And then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left him alone. Take me with you if you're going after him.
Okay. One more. Oh, he's, I guess, over here. What are these bubbles for? Nope. Just get rid of this real quick.
This song's for you. Turn it up. Now, let's make it quick. Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
Fighting is meaningless.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Too late to repent.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
4.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuations will cause a fragmentum to appear. Did Arlen?
Hey, relax. I've seen plenty of Stellarons. It'll be fine.
I hope Arlen is safe.
He's aight.
The extent of the corrosion here is a lot worse.
Help! Help! Help me! They're everywhere. No one's even watching them.
You're fine. You can chill.
Turn it up.
Nap time.
So this is
Oh my.
turn it up. You can fight it or rock with it.
Nap time.
Mm.
Nothing of it.
Turn it up.
There we go.
Or rock with it.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
A delicate operation.
Lady Asta, you... Why are you all here? I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like some kind of new entity. It must have mutated after being corroded.
Oh. I don't have the right stuff to heal it or kill it.
That's better.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Burn it up. You can fight it, or rock with it.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Yeah. More than that.
This is gonna suck.
Are made to be broken.
I need
That's better.
what's her name? March.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Okay, hold on. Team. Okay, just because I want to see what he plays like. Or her. I'm gonna add her and yeah, screw it.
Freeze!
4.
Quietly. Quietly.
I've never seen anything like this before.
All right, let's start it. I know they're gonna instantly be wow.
Do we still have the upper hand?
Time for a shot.
Huh.
Nap time.
Tough luck running into me. Phew! What are you looking at? Try that again. Time to twirl.
Naughty child.
My turn. this awesome move.
I hate you.
That'll take more than medicine.
Okay, hold on. Cause I need to level these up. Okay, which one of these can I use? Yeah. No. No. Okay, cool. Come. Love it. But you know what? Oh. Yeah, no clue. One last time. So I feel like this time I should do it.
Lady Asta, you.
Time to twirl.
Nap time.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Time to twirl. Phew. Hey. I'm breaking. Try that again. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Nap time.
Here.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
This awesome move. This big diamond, it's all yours. Phew. You can't run. Try that again.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Connection.
Come on.
This awesome move.
Nap time.
Here.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
No.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Okay. Why am I having so much trouble with this one? Okay, what did this say? I am gonna switch it with you. Yeah. Cause that one dies too quick.
Lady Asta, you...
Nap time.
Watch this awesome move.
Come on, March and everybody.
Try that again.
Well, that one's gonna die first.
Time for a good old counterattack.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Nap time.
Here.
I'm okay.
Can't run.
More than that.
You really have to use every different character.
Phew. Watch this awesome move. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
That's crazy because all I did was change the main character.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Are you okay, my lady? Arlen... Lady Asta? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you so much stress. I just want to say I'm sorry.
My lady, you didn't give me any pressure.
Arlen, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. She and I know all about the trials you're putting yourself through. If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to prove that I'm willing to change.
But, my lady...
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is...
Oh, he's in love.
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is... Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0. This transcript records what you asked Capote to help you with. Here, we can see a bossy manager and you being asked to do things outside of your job description. Clearly, Professor Capote is unlikely to master my speech or mannerisms anytime soon. Oh, but the content is the key here. I am the source of your pressure!
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him some things. But they had nothing to do with you. I've never experienced any pressure with you.
Except in the pants.
Arlen, won't you accept my apology? I'll just have to show you more evidence. We know the essence of your trial of the heart, and we also know that you asked Dunhung to help you complete the trial of the mirror. I'm so sorry, Arlen. Until I spoke with Dunhung, I never realized how much pressure was on your shoulders.
Miss, I really don't.
Hold it. I have evidence. This ceiling tile. This, ceiling tile, you broke it.
Sorry. I'll get it fixed later.
I know you can be tough, but you're not violent by nature, Arlen. Quite the opposite. Breaking a ceiling tile like this shows how much pressure and anger you were carrying around.
This interpretation is sounding a little odd. Do we have any other evidence?
Your ID pass! This isn't just any old station pass, is it, huh? There's a very important photo on it. A photo of Peppy!
Okay.
Lady Asta, I like Peppy a lot, so
No, Arlen. You don't need to find excuses for your actions. Maybe you've actually convinced yourself. The combination of your simulated conversations with Capote and the entry in your work log about playing holodisc with Peppy, it points to one thing. Me getting you to look after Peppy is the greatest source of your stress. You even printed out a photo of Peppy to constantly remind yourself to look after him. I know exactly what message you're trying to drill into yourself by sticking this photo onto your pass. Arlen, taking Peppy out to play is an assignment from lead researcher Asta. You better throw that holodisc like it's a full-on discus. If you spare any effort, Lady Asta will find out and punish you terribly for all eternity.
My lady, don't you think that's a long thought to think? Lady Asta, please! I didn't do any of these trials because of you. I always try to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's within my job description. I really like taking Peppy out to play.
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
But Arlen doesn't have any other bosses. Who else would it be? March, he asked to accompany you so he could learn how to manage his stress, right?
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience stress? Phew. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his training. Guess I made the right decision after all. What did he say? That I'm good at solving people's problems?
Arlen, all I want you to understand is how sincerely I'm reflecting on my actions. Please, accept my apology.
But, my lady...
Stop! Arlen, I understood the level of stress you're dealing with as soon as I saw this photo.
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks and assignments, but I never actually see how you take to the battlefield. When I saw this photo, and I saw you fighting alone just now, I'm just sorry that I gave you the stress of all my private affairs on top of an already stressful job. Please, forgive me, Arlen.
My lady, I'm very touched, but I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
What?
Whenever she's back on the space station, Madame Herta assigns me things outside the security department remit. Even if I dared to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just too overbearing. Whether it's helping her test some new specimen, or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard of. Assignments like those were okay before the invasion. But now, I need to focus on clearing out any last traces of the Legion.
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into practice.
Yes. I found an anonymous handwritten journal while I was cleaning up. It mentioned 36 different strategies for relieving pressure. That's where I read about the trials. Yes. There were detailed notes, so I wanted to give them a try. I'm sorry, my lady. I didn't want to bother anyone, so I didn't mention it.
So, you don't feel pressured around me?
I've never felt pressured around you, my lady.
All right. It's all a misunderstanding. You two should reflect on your actions. Right? That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, this is supposed to be a happy moment.
Yeah.
You keep saying that. What did Don Hung even say?
Thank you for helping Lady Asta. And for coming to find me.
You're welcome. Although if you really want to thank me, let me play Holodisc with Peppy, please.
Okay. Oh, come on, I need one more. Okay, you know what? Well, not one more, but a little bit more. Hopefully this isn't stupid.
Do you need me to formulate the next plan?
Okay.
You came at a good time. There is something you can help me with.
What's that?
According to my patient records, there are a few that haven't come for their follow-up visits. It happens from time to time, but never as regularly as this. I'm a bit concerned. Have you heard of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society?
Nope.
I agree. Generally speaking, mutual aid societies like these allow patients to share their experiences and support each other. It's a way of countering all the negative emotional effects of being ill. But there might be more to this society than that. I've got a few patients who have started refusing treatment since joining the society. It certainly makes you wonder. And the most suspicious part is that no matter how much I ask, no one's ever willing to tell me anything about it. And that's where you might be able to help.
What should I do?
Pretend to be a patient. Help me investigate this so-called mutual aid society and find out exactly what they're up to. If I find out they're preventing me from doing my job, or if they're bringing harm to my patients, I won't just sit on the sidelines. Can I entrust you with this task? You're as considerate as always. This little clinic has huge numbers of patients to deal with every day. If I didn't have you here to help me out, I wouldn't be able to focus on giving them quality care. Good luck. I'll be sure to thank you properly when you're back.
Okay. Let's wrap this up. And she got the zoomies.
You. I've seen you in the clinic. You run errands for Natasha, right? Don't play dumb. I might be sick, but my eyes still work. Let me guess. Natasha wants you to persuade me to go back for a follow-up visit, right?
Yeah.
What's the use? I'm terminal. Life will be over before I know it. Of course not. I read it in a book. Every book I read has descriptions that match my symptoms exactly. I can diagnose myself with a dozen incurable diseases before I get halfway through. For people in my situation, a follow-up visit is just a waste of time and money. Not to mention medicine.
You're stupid. Are you serious? So, nothing to do with you joining,
What else is there to say? Natasha was seeing me free of charge. She said I could keep a tab running for as long as I liked, then pay it back when I had the opportunity. I guess I'm too proud. You think I need you to tell me? Don't try and persuade me. I've already thought this through. Dr. Vash never charged me anything either. Natasha's great, but Vash was always my number one. You think I don't want to? I heard that he passed away. I should keep my voice down. Don't go telling anyone else about this next bit. I heard that Natasha had something to do with Dr. Vash's death. They say she was jealous that her brother had stolen her patients, so she... Hey, it's just a rumor. Don't take my word for it. Forget I said anything. Since Dr. Natasha sent you over specially, I'll do her a favor. I'll go to the clinic for my follow-up a little later. Bye for now.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to money issues. I should find another patient to talk to.
yo, yoo-hoo. Who are you talking to? Right.
What was that? Oh, you'll have to be louder. My ears aren't what they used to be. Everything's muffled. Ah! A follow-up visit. Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah, the selling chocolates.
Natasha's there. A wonderful girl. She always gives me a thorough checkup. But at this age, it's rather a lot to bear. Well, even if they could cure me, I'm sure I wouldn't be around for long. You know, I don't want to waste anyone's time. Not for youngsters like yourself. When you get to my time of life, good health is a bit of a luxury, I'm afraid. My husband had the same illness as me, but he never touched the medicine. He wanted to make sure I had enough. Then, one day, he said he needed to take care of some things at the mine. He never came back. He was forever saying he wanted to go before I did. Ah, selfish old fool. I miss him. Now that he's gone, who cares how long I stick around?
I'm sure he's up there crying right now.
You're not wrong, I suppose. That girl certainly spares me no effort. But I always feel like I'm a burden to her. Okay, you win. It's off for another follow-up visit with Dr. Natasha, I suppose. Did you want to say something else? My ears are terrible.
You heard of
Virtual who? All right, I heard you. Do you have to shout? No, I've never heard of any mutual aid society.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to her husband. I should find another patient to talk to.
how many do you need?
Why haven't I gone for my follow-up visit? Are you a patient too, or did Dr. Natasha send you over? Who else would care about people like me? I don't need Dr. Natasha's help now. Tell her to save her worries and medicine for other people. Huh, so you had a dispute with her. She's the only kind-hearted doctor in the underworld. I just don't really approve of her methods, that's all. Too idealistic, and no real efficacy. She tries to save everyone, which means she can't save anyone. In the end, it's the patients who suffer, and she just tires herself out. Miners like me don't have time for lengthy treatments. If I can't take something and get right back to work, I may as well lie down and wait for death to come knocking. Did you, know Dr. Vash? His wonder medicine is cheap, and the results are immediate. You just need to, be willing to, take a little risk. Dr. Vash's medicine is different. Lots of people make a full recovery after taking it, but some get worse, and the unlucky ones check out early. Even knowing the risk, most people fight tooth and nail to get hold of the medicine. You know why?
No idea.
You've clearly never been in really dire straits. When life forces you to the edge, you'll throw yourself at any opportunity, even if it means risking it all. For people like us,
Risk it for the biscuit.
a slow and torturous treatment is the same as a death sentence. If it's between that and a quick result, we'll take the latter. Forget it. Why am I telling you all this? Dr. Vash is dead anyway.
What if I told you?
What? Now you're interested in the Wonder Medicine? Listen up. The Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society is still selling that medicine. I can tell you where they trade, but there's a rule. You must not tell any of this to Dr. Natasha. You hear? If you break the rule, you'll face the consequences. Here, take this. It's the address. A final warning. Do not reveal this information to Natasha.
I know where to find the Wonder Medicine. What should I do next? That patient didn't want me to tell Natasha about this. Should I listen to him?
Where do I go?
Come on, then.
Yeah, bingo.
Looks good.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Your mom's?
In the Fragmentum? Give me a break. You're the same as everyone else that comes through here. If you want medicine, you don't need to go any further. You talk to me. And we only take cash. This ain't a charity. No money? Then you don't get any. You go home and wait for death. Say, what are you trying to pull here? If you can't afford it, then get out of my sight. I've got medicine to sell. Wait a minute. Your clothes. Are you friends with that doctor woman? I've seen you at the clinic before. I know it. Get lost.
No.
If you're a friend of that woman, then you're not welcome here. Shop's closed today. No customers.
Wait. What about our medicine? We've been waiting for ages.
Get lost, all of you. Save your breath and come back some other time.
There's only one person.
That...
Get lost, now.
Gonna be snitching.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I don't think it's gonna be good for her either.
So the Mutual Aid Society found Vash's research results, and now they're selling this so-called wonder medicine to patients? Any organization doing something like this is interested in more than just mutual aid. I'm not surprised. They'll know that I'm completely against them using this wonder medicine. What Vash left behind is nothing more than reagents and experimental byproducts. The word medicine doesn't apply here. I warned the patients countless times, but seems like they had their heads in the sand all along. No wonder they kept the Mutual Aid Society a secret from me. I'm guessing the patients you met weren't exactly singing my praises, which is why you tracked the dealer down and made inquiries first. I don't blame you. After everything you heard, I'm grateful you came back to find me. Your trust is important to me. If you're curious about Vash's wonder medicine, you should ask some of the patients in the clinic. See what they have to say about the effects.
I don't care.
Some people say that Dr. Vash was a saint who came from the overworld to help those in need. I don't buy it. People's doctor, that's just what people who've bought into the myth like to say. Vash used to distribute free medicine all the time, but he couldn't have cared less about the people taking the medicine.
Nope.
The hard truth is that
They're all his
we're
lab
just his
rats.
test subjects.
I was gonna say
It
that.
didn't matter if the medicine worked or not. What mattered was
This is what was gonna happen.
a constant stream of willing lab rats. Of course, I can't control what anyone else thinks. That's just how I see it.
The medicine Vash left behind? That stuff. Can you even call it medicine? I know Dr. Natasha's here, but I have to tell it like it is. Vash had zero medical ethics. He didn't deserve the title doctor. He may have had the capability, but he didn't use it to help anyone. Whenever I went to see him, he never even asked about my illness. He just prescribed me his so-called wonder medicine. If it were you, would you have taken that medicine?
Probably. Let's see what happens. He is a doctor.
I still haven't worked out how to convey it to you. The issues surrounding Vash. My relationship with him. The things he's done in the underworld. It's a long story. I'm guessing you've heard a lot of different opinions on Vash. What do you make of him? I want you to go and visit another patient, a victim of the wonder medicine. I want you to see the real consequences of abusing that medicine.
Okay, sure.
Once you've understood her situation, come back and tell me what you think. After that, I want to ask for your help again.
Like, do I even care? Like, we're friends. Okay, what's wrong with you?
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Miss...
Who? And who am I? Where's my husband? And where's my child? Where are they? You know where they are, right? You don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows. Where did they go?
Come over here, child. It's best to leave that poor lady in peace. Let me explain. That poor lady. Both her husband and child became ill and passed away. Oh, well, not terribly serious, but they needed to get treatment every now and then, which did impact their livelihood. In order to try and rid themselves of the ailment once and for all, they bought some kind of wonder medicine. Who would have thought their condition would deteriorate so rapidly after they began using it? The two began to suffer terribly, such that death then became a blessing. It wasn't long before they departed this world, one after the other. From that moment on, Oh, she became as you see her now. If Dr. Natasha hadn't taken her under her wing, well, it doesn't bear thinking about. Just unlucky. Oh, as far as I'm concerned, those medicine dealers are making money for murder in broad daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Who would sell such a thing to the sick? Talking about it tires me out. At least my husband and I are able to help her where we can. I just hope that one day she can lead a normal life again.
When do we go home?
Hey, yo, your brother's insane.
Did you speak to her? By the look on your face, I'm assuming you've come to understand the wonder medicine all too well. Yeah. Be it Vash or the Mutual Aid Society, forces like that can take full advantage of the typical underworld state of mind. Let me tell you a story.
All about
There
how.
was once a brilliant overworld doctor with unmatched pharmaceutical skill. The doctor was set on developing a medicine that would steel the human body against the cold. He named his research project Blizzard Immunity. But his research met with obstruction time and time again, the biggest factor being a lack of test subjects. Tampering with the human immune system carries huge risk, and nobody in the overworld was willing to submit themselves to such experiments. As such, the doctor got in touch with his sister in the underworld, claiming that he wanted to support the medical effort below ground.
And then?
Naturally, his sister was overjoyed. After all, as far as medicine was concerned, her brother had always been the standard she'd strive to attain. She brought her brother underground and entrusted him with her clinic and laboratory. I think you know what comes next.
I'm sorry that I doubted you before. I didn't doubt her.
Issuing free medicine to the needy was just Vash's way of conducting experiments on his test subjects. On some level, his reagents were able to alleviate the patient's suffering, but nothing more. They would forget their pain for a while and neglect their regular treatment plans. The result? Patients with mild illness would attribute their recovery to the so-called wonder medicine, while patients with serious illness would quickly deteriorate, and sometimes die. I cannot accept that their fate was simply the result of misfortune or risk. No true doctor would accept that. That's why I want you to help me recover all the wonder medicine. Are you willing to take on this assignment?
Yes.
Thank you. This will be hard for the people that have come to rely on the wonder medicine, but it's up to us to remove this false hope. You mustn't hesitate. Recover every last reagent that Vash left behind. I'll take responsibility for the consequences. Don't worry about that. Go. I'll be waiting for the good news.
I don't even know where to go. Hopefully it's all in that cabin.
Stop right there. No one's allowed up ahead.
I'm here to buy.
Oh, playing the hero, are we? Is this a stick-up? Wait a minute, you're that clinic woman's lackey, aren't you?
Yes,
Did
you guys
think
know
the
this.
Mutual Aid Society didn't have its own intel? She's after our medicine and sent you here to smash the place, right?
Yep.
Men, look lively and send this idiot packing already.
That'll take more than medicine.
Tough luck running into me! Here!
Yeah.
You can't run!
Rules are made to be broken.
That'll take more than medicine.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack!
You're in bad shape.
My turn. Watch this!
Just two people.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Well, look who we have here. Your reputation precedes you, outsider. I didn't take you for a bandit and a thief.
For you.
You listen here. I'm the president of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society. The medicine we hold here is lifeblood for many of our members. Are you sure you want to deprive them of that? Those poor patients. Along comes a life-saving wonder medicine only to be snatched away by a shameless bandit like you. The underworld is full of sickness. What would happen if we left it all to that clinic to treat? My Mutual Aid Society has relieved that doctor of patients at the end of the road. Shouldn't she be thanking me?
And she never worked with an imposter like you.
Seems like you are quite bent on dismantling our operations, aren't you? Fine, seeing as you came all this way, it'd be rude not to give you the opportunity. Men, seize the medicine thief.
Why do you have to talk like that?
Commencing support. Watch this awesome move!
Nap time.
This is like a little bit faster and they know what they're doing. Yeah, I always say that. Just being lazy.
You can't run! Try that again!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Come on, why?
Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack!
Okay, nice.
Watch this awesome move! You can't run!
Nap time.
Phew! Yeah! Try that again!
Yeah.
Blast it! What did we ever do to you? Why are you taking away our moneymaker?
Moneymaker? So you admit it then? You're not in this to save lives, you're in it to get rich.
What are you doing here? Oh, as if we didn't have enough trouble already.
Selling fake medicine with false kindness. You should have expected trouble to find you sooner or later. I have a responsibility to protect the well-being of my patients. Or to put it another way, I must eradicate any and all threats to them.
You can't save everyone. The underworld is teeming with sickness. How could you possibly pull it off?
You're right. I can't save everyone alone. but if I must, I would sacrifice food and sleep to treat them. The debt that Vash owes to the underworld rests with me. All I can do is help everyone to the best of my ability. To the very end.
So stubborn. In that sense, you're no different from your crazy brother.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Your actions today have saved many underworld families.
Don't worry. I got you.
I'll find a way to dispose of Vash's leftover reagents. Next time the Mutual Aid Society wants to whip up a quack cure, they'll be out of luck. Let's go back to town. I still owe those patients an explanation.
Is it gonna be a good one? Or some random...
It's getting late. Where to now?
I'm so tired.
It looks like the patients have surrounded Natasha. Let's hear what they're saying.
What are you saying, Doctor? The wonder medicine is out of supply?
Correct. That medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wildfire has cut off the supply chain. Your ailments need rational, scientific treatment. Relying on pseudo-medicines will only worsen your condition.
Rational and scientific, huh? The way I see it, you're just jealous you lost your patients.
How dare you speak to Dr. Natasha like that? Where are your manners?
Ma'am, please think for a moment. How can you still be siding with her? That wonder medicine was working fine for us, and now it's gone because she wants it to be? How can she?
I understand your anger, but as your doctor, I ask you to trust my judgment. I will find a way to access more medical resources and help you through your struggles. If I must, I'll get help from the surface.
The surface. I almost forgot that you were an overworld big shot.
I thought he was gonna say something else.
Natasha.
If it's respect she wants, she better find a replacement for the wonder medicine fast. If not, I'll tell everyone about how she set up Dr. Vash. I'm out of here.
What did you do? So let me go back out there and convince him again.
Oh, you're here. I apologize. That must have made for uncomfortable viewing.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. If I were in his shoes, I may well have had the same reaction. Now I need to focus on treating the patients and dispelling their doubts. Let's leave it for now. I'll feel a lot better once I've gotten rid of this mess that Vash left us. Now's as good a time as any to tell you Vash's whole story. If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask. That's a long story. Ever since he was little, Vash had always wanted to develop a medicine called blizzard immunity.
Oh my god.
He saw the human body's vulnerability to cold as a disease, and wanted
You're
to cure it so
he's
that
stupid.
humanity could survive the
It's
unknown
called a
phase.
coat.
If he succeeded, people would be able to leave Belobog and rebuild their homes in the snow plains. I do admire his vision and perseverance, even though blizzard immunity always seemed unachievable to me. I knew his research in the overworld wasn't going well. I used to write to him and ask him to come down and stay with the kids in the orphanage for a while. I thought it might help take his mind off his research. But I was too young to know what long-term frustration could do to a person. It changed him.
Hey.
In a
Full caffeine.
way. During his stay in the underworld, he met patients affected by fragmentum corrosion with mild symptoms. Compared with non-patients, their bodies reacted differently to hot and cold. And that fascinated Vash. He began to simulate mild fragmentum corrosion, thinking that it could lead to breakthroughs in developing blizzard immunity. Those reagents of his aren't cure-alls for critical illness. That doesn't exist. Vash made the reagents to mitigate the suffering of his patients in the short term. A convenient way for him to observe changes in his test subjects. But behind my back, he had been doling out the reagents to residents who were kept in the dark. When it finally struck me that something was wrong, his terrible research had already turned him into a madman. I trusted Vash with all my heart.
Fly with dragons.
And pathetic. When his experiments were exposed, I spent a long time with Oleg discussing how to handle the aftermath. This was shortly before the underworld was sealed off. There were hardly any Silvermane guards remaining. We spent ages trying to find a way to handle Vash. In the end, Oleg suggested that we banish him and permanently deny him access to the underworld. Had his victims found out the truth, Vash would have been torn to pieces by furious underworlders.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was young and weak at the time. Oleg must have worried about how I'd react to such a scenario, or he wouldn't have suggested banishment. I hope so. The day I learned the truth was the day I no longer recognized my brother. Oleg and I took Vash to the overworld. He made his final request to us. To take him outside the city to the snow plains he'd always wanted to conquer. His figure gradually disappeared into the snow curtain. I've been telling myself that Vash is dead ever since. Forgive me. I'm not good at telling stories. Vash was a terrible brother and a worse doctor. That's all you need to know. Let's call it a day. Thank you for cleaning up the mess my brother left behind.
No problem.
Here, for your trouble.
Wow. There we have it. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you at the next video.